Hi, this is my fourth and final video log. For those of you who do not know, obviously, my global learning project is a foreign exchange student from China. Her name is Jingyu. Anyways, what I learned about my own culture was basically just reaffirmed from just using comparison between my culture and Chinese culture. So in comparison to Chinese culture, we are definitely more involved in sports. We rally behind sports. We have a ton of exercise opportunities here. And we go to gyms and we go to practices for clubs, sports, and intramurals and stuff. And over there, they don't. And then from my talk with her about like in comparison between like creativity and academia, we have a lot more creativity and creative process in our institutions than does in China. So it's just basically reaffirmed what kind of we already knew, I guess, about my culture. And then what I learned about my partner's culture was kind of a lot. Just again, how I didn't know that they didn't have any mascots or they don't rally behind any like strong mascot like we have Sparty, but they don't have that in colleges. They focus so much in academia, they don't have time for sports and stuff. So I thought that was really interesting. And then also it's expected to kind of be in science, a math, or a kind of trying to get a government position job. So that's kind of interesting how their focus is mainly that, although it is interesting in how my global learning project is kind of an outlier, is that she came here to learn about art because she wants to be an art major. So that was kind of really cool, actually. Also, they don't say hi unless they know you or want to ask you for something or talk to you about something. So if you're like a new neighbor and you're looking for a housewarming gift, that won't happen. They don't come and say hi to you at all. So that's just something definitely different from our culture and theirs. Stereotype, was any stereotypes changed? Not exactly changed, but a lot of them were confirmed, actually. So obviously the stereotype about being really focused about art, or not arts, but sciences and maths over there was reaffirmed by her. She said that hasn't changed and that they do definitely focus a lot on academia there compared to here. Although, again, like it's interesting how she's an art major here. Also, it's confirmed that they do in fact eat dogs in China, but she did say, to be sure, that they only do it in rural areas instead of like modern contemporary society. So that's just different, I guess. So that may be something that might have changed. That was a stereotype. And how it'll affect me, these interactions definitely affected me in the fact that it made me realize how blessed and like valuable it is to live in America, which I kind of already knew, but I definitely knew once I talked to Jingyu because she loves it here compared to China, just like because they're communist and we're obviously capitalist and we think a lot in terms of innovation and just hard work and opportunity here. And I mean, they do it there, they do hard work a lot in China, but the opportunity aspect isn't as much, and like freedom to choose what you kind of want to do isn't over there in China. It's here. So I just kind of feel blessed that I live here and I was able to grow up in here and just kind of choose what I want to do and go to college for what I want to do, which is teaching. So it's nice to know that that we're just blessed here. And then global accommodation is when you must change your views and thought to include new information about a culture or a viewpoint. So it may change a one-sided viewpoint that you may have had or already had. So in terms of my interactions, I had to accommodate because I had to kind of realize that just because they don't do as much creative thinking and processes as we do, it doesn't make them a wrong culture. That they focus so much on science and math, it doesn't make them a wrong culture. It's just how they think and what they believe in for their culture and what they stand for. So it's just different where we come from, obviously. So I just had to kind of twist my brain around the fact that I guess she doesn't really know any different, and neither do the people over there, and that's just how their culture is. So it's not wrong. But obviously, she also had to accommodate here when she came here and learned about all the college sports and had to go to football games and like just experience all that, and then take art classes that actually let you do art and make art compared to China where they don't. So it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of accommodation on her part as well.